The nurse started screaming at me in the intensive care unit that I'm not allowed to take pictures of this patient. You want to know what this is all about and why I was in the intensive care unit taking pictures? Come join me for a moment as I share with you some remarkable information. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury attorney practicing law here in the state of New York. I received a phone call from a very distraught family telling me that they believe that their son had significant injury and likely is going to die as a result of improper medical care at this particular hospital in New York. And now they invited me to come to the intensive care unit to meet with them and to see their son, who is in the ICU, all hooked up to machines. I arrived in the intensive care unit, and that's exactly what I saw. He had every sort of tube, an electronic machine beeping, and now he's sitting there in a coma. He's sitting there not breathing for himself. He's sitting there with an EKG machine monitoring his life support, his vital signs. And the family is distraught. And they begin to tell me the story of what happened to him in the hospital. And now I'm listening to their story, and it's tragic, it's horrible. And they asked me, could you please take some photographs so that we can recall and remember him now before he ultimately dies. The doctors were telling this family that in all likelihood, this young man was going to die within either a few hours or a day or two. And they wanted something to remember him in his last moments. So I took out my camera, and now I started taking pictures. A nurse in the ICU sees me, comes running in, and she starts screaming at me. "You can't do that! You're not allowed to do that! That's violating hospital protocol!" And I looked at her and I said, "Excuse me, who are you?" I said, "What's your name?" I was very calm and very polite. I told her my name. I gave her my card. I say, "I'm the attorney for this distraught family. They've invited me here. They asked me to come and chat with them. And they also asked me to take photographs of their son. Do you have a problem with that?" And so now she started, again, yelling and screaming, saying that I couldn't do that. I said, "Here's what we're going to do. If you like, you're more than welcome to contact whatever hospital administration people you like and invite them to come up and have a chat with us. But since I'm representing the family, and now I have an opportunity to talk with them, in all likelihood, this young man is going to die in a few hours or days, I feel it's important and critical to take a few photographs. Do you have a problem with that?" And the nurse got all upset, even though she recognized what I was doing. Ultimately, this young man did in fact die a few days later, and now the family had a number of photographs to remember him, even though it was not the ideal situation. So why do I share this quick story with you? I share it with you just to give you an insight and an understanding into what went on. In one case, I was able to help a family obtain significant compensation for all the harms and losses and injuries that they experienced as a result of their young son dying at an early age. You know, I realize you're watching this video because you have questions or concerns about your own particular matter. Well, if your matter did happen here in New York and you're thinking about bringing a lawsuit, but you have questions that need answers, what I invite you to do is pick up the phone and call me. I can answer your legal questions. You know, this is something I do every single day, and I'd love to talk to you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at gerry@oginski-law.com. Well, that's it for today's video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a great day.